Hi everyone, today's Wednesday and it's nearly 2 weeks of lockdown here in New Zealand. I'm Pauline, standing here because I have a couple of jobs to do, which I think you probably have too. So I'm putting on my gloves, and this is a new pair of gloves, and I'm taking the rubbish out. So here it is, my rubbish. The bins come tonight, and this is my food waste. I try to keep it to a minimum, and I have a tie on the bag. But this is important because if I touch the bin, then I need to make sure that I'm just keeping all my germs, whatever I have, to myself. And this is a job that only one person does, I think. So that's what I'm going to do with my gloves on and the bin. Okay? Soon I'll deposit this rubbish. Now I'm putting it in this bin, okay? My food waste bin. Got a few other things before I take it up, but that's what I'm going to do. Now I have another job to do, and I'll show you what it is. Put the rubbish out. Now I've come to the letterbox, and I want to put my mask on, so I'm putting a new one on. I tried to have one just for the day. So this one I'm putting on because other people use this letterbox, and I don't want to leave my droplets on the letterbox and even on the mail. So here I go. Over my nose. Is that how you put it on? I wonder. But we all have to do it. And at first it's a bit inhibiting, but actually it's okay. If it's going to protect me and protect other people, then I want to be part of it. So now I can see if I've got any mail. I have. Lucky me. I could see it through the letterbox before, but here I am, and I'll take it with me. And I'm going to meet you down at the house, okay? I feel like I'm fogging up in here because now I'm home, and I'm going to take my mask off, and I've taken my gloves off. Now I feel I can talk to you better, but I still have to get used to it. Now, one thing I noticed, and I wanted to scratch my face and flick my hair back with my gloves on, and it's not a good idea. And if I do it with my gloves off, I have to make sure I go and wash my hands so that I don't take whatever's on my face or on my hair to someone else. It's just a discipline, and I have to do it and not touch my face as much. It's interesting if you think about it. Often we do when we're talking, we want to put our fingers here or something. Well, we're learning, aren't we? I wanted to show you the mail. I love the personal mail the best, and I love the news that this lady has written to me. Look, it's her own handwriting. Do you know that really touches you when someone's taken the trouble to write to you with their handwriting? Sometimes the simplest drawing, but this letter is lots of news about people, and I really value it, and I value the time she took. It's like she's reaching out to me. In this age where we can't touch other people, and we want to, we have to touch them in other ways. I feel when someone writes to me like this, they've touched my heart. Now, there's a story in the Bible. It's a beautiful story about a woman, and in a great crowd she managed to touch Jesus' cloak. And her belief in touching his cloak was so great. She was so unwell, but she believed that the touch would heal her, and it did. And Jesus, in this very crowded, crushing situation, says, "Somebody's touched me." And the disciples said, "Jesus, everyone's touching you." But he said, "Somebody who needed my power and my love touched me." And the woman came to him, and he said, "Your faith has made you well, and peace be with you." Well, that story has touched many people's lives, and here is a friend of mine, and she tells you how it's affected her life. Her name's Jeanette.
When I was about 7, and we used to have to walk so many miles to the country church, way down the main South Road and up a big long hill, with my 2 older sisters and 1 brother. And I can remember hearing a story about Jesus talking to the people, and all of a sudden he felt someone touch his cloak. And he said, Who touched me? Who touched me? And Peter, or some of his disciples, said, well, what are you talking about? Everybody's touching you. No, somebody touched me for a special reason. And he turned around and found this woman just so eager to converse with him. And that story just stayed with me for so many years. And I really felt her gaining from having touched Jesus' cloak, and that feeling stayed with me, and I just believed that she had been empowered, I suppose, by the strength of the union between them.